Yo, 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 what up, y'all? It is Yellowbone, the neighborhood customizer, and I'm just dropping in to give y'all a quick tip real fast. I want to show y'all how to do the stars on an American flag when it comes to digitizing those small stars. Whenever you're doing a flag that's like 4 inches, 2 inches, 3 inches wide or something like that, something small for a hat or a patch or sidearm patch or anything like that. And it can be intimidating to do the stars because one, there's so many of them, and two, they're so small. Everything else in the American flag is pretty simple, but doing the stars can get challenging. So I figured I'd do a quick little tutorial on how I do the stars. I'm sure there's plenty of ways to do it. And you have options where you can either have jump stitches in between each star. That way, whenever you are going through and it's stitching, you won't be having 50 trims in that one little spot. It can really bunch that up and make the back really ugly and really bulky on the back, which can cause discomfort while you're wearing a hat or while you're wearing a shirt or something like that. So a run stitch, running a run stitch and then keeping your jump stitch in between each star is a good way to go. And I kind of like to zigzag as I go. And I'm about to show you real fast though. I want to show you that these stars are just about 1/10 of an inch tall, and so that's really small. So what I'm going to do is run a run stitch. I'm going to start at this top star, and I'm going to begin in the middle, and it's really simple. I'm just going to click in the middle, and then go out to the edge or to the corner of each point of the star, and then back to the middle. And I'm going to just do that in a full circle. All the way back to the middle. And then hit enter. And that's that star right there. And then what I'm actually do, you can run to the next one to the right of it, run all the way across, then go down and run all the way across, go down, run all the way across. There's a lot of different ways you can do it. I think it makes it hide the jump stitch better if you do a diagonal jump on it. So that's what I'm going to do. So click in the middle, out to the points, and if you take your time while you're doing your points, you won't have to go back and fix it. Oops. I'm going to start in the middle, out to a point. You won't have to go back and line it up if you take your time. I'm kind of rushing. I'm on my laptop using the little sensor pad. You see how I'm just zigzagging back and forth here. Real simple. There's nothing complicated about doing these stars, and I think that sometimes we overcomplicate it. And you see my jump stitches, how they're zigzagging like that. You could also, I'm going to go ahead and change it up on this one. Do it straight across. You see how I didn't go down and keep my little zigzag rolling right here? You can also run them like this, and then you'll see how my jump stitch is going to be affected. And again, I'm just trying to move through this really fast. Not trying to get it perfect. That one was actually pretty good. Hey, watch out now, boy. Yellowbone on the roll. Look, now I'm about to get competitive and start going off fast. Oh my God, that's horrible. But, oh, you see how I didn't finish in the middle on this last one? So my jump stitch is coming from the top down to the bottom. So I'll undo that one, then go back and start again from here, just to keep the pattern rolling correctly. I don't want to start at the edge, I want to start in the center every time. That was an ugly one. But anyway, now you can see that you can either have your jump stitch running in this diagonal fashion, zigzag, or you can have them running right next to each other. It's a shorter jump if you're doing them right next to each other, but I feel like it hides the jump stitch without taking away from the shape of the star whenever you do this little zigzag deal. And you can just go all the way through and then cut down and go all the way back. You'll see it in the 3D right there. And it really, when it's this small, the thread does the job of making sure that that becomes the shape of a star, because that thread's going to be thick enough to cover those outside pieces. And actually, what you want to do with all of these is, once you have them in there, is come and change your stitch length to 1 millimeter. And when you do that, you see how it adds that extra notch right there? That's going to make it so that you have more stitches in between each jump, and then you're going to get a more shape of a star. And it's not going to look like just lines. It's going to bunch up together and create the shape of a star. And that's it. Easy way to get the stars on the American flag whenever you're doing it really small. There's plenty of ways to do it whenever you're doing it large. You can do a satin stitch and then run the center and then just the triangles on your outside. You can do it just as a complex fill. Whenever you've got stars large, it's not hard to do, but whenever they're small, it can be challenging. But you just got to keep it simple. Just run a run stitch like that and let the thread do the rest of the work.